Okay. So yeah, um, like how I said, when earlier when I was initially, when I started initially coming to the path of Krishna consciousness, so I was asked one question. That question was, why did Krishna take his human form? Because Krishna is above all this human form. He's very transcendental. So why did Krishna take this human form? And the answer that I received from the Bhakti Vriksha leader who was taking that session was that Krishna, definitely it is said that paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. Basically, for protecting his devotees and for vanquishing, for killing his demons. But there is another purpose which is much superior than that, and that purpose is to attract the people. We are all like the kids of Krishna who are who have lost our parent, who is the dearmost one, who is like the most richest, the most beautiful, the most merciful, the most kind, compassionate. But we are not recognizing him as our supreme well-wisher, our supreme father, and we have turned away from him, and because of which we are suffering day in day out. So whatever suffering you have at this point of time, the only problem that is there, that is happening, that is only because of the fact that we are all like we have turned away from Krishna. And the moment you turn towards Krishna, and the moment you realize the secret of achieving like attracting Krishna's mercy, you can see Krishna's mercy flows like multifolds in your life. And I have seen this in the life of so many devotees, and that's why I thought exclusively, I thought I'll keep this session so that it will be a reminder for me and for all of us who are going through so many various ups and downs in life, so that we slowly turn our like from our back to we slowly turn to Krishna and show our face to Krishna, and we attract his mercy. So it is said that in there is a beautiful book. It's the book name of the book. The book is Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. In that book, Srila Rupa Goswami has mentioned that Krishna has four weapons. Vrindavan Krishna has four main weapons. So you may ask, what, Mataji, weapons? Yeah, even I was shocked. Yes, it is said that weapons, those are the four aspects of his sweetness. And these are the these are these are the weapons by which Krishna he'll steal our heart. What are these four weapons? The four weapons are the sweetness of his form, it is called as Rupa Madhurya; the sweetness of his flute, it is called as Venu Madhurya; the sweetness of his pastimes, it is called as Leela Madhurya; and the sweetness of his loving associates, it is called as Prema Madhurya. That is, uh, you know any form of like Krishna attracts our heart in all of these four forms. And the more and more, why am I giving you all these 4 points? It's mainly because the more and more we like attach ourselves to these four forms of Lord Krishna, the more and more we tend to slowly, without our own knowledge, we tend to turn towards him. And why is it beneficial for us to turn towards him? That's when we turns towards him, we gain his mercy, and automatically our lives will become blissful. That's the thing. So you can remember all these four things. So, and we can slowly ponder in our day-to-day life how to increase uh, our time, little by little, definitely along with our day-to-day activities, in engaging in all these four activities, in engaging in all these four weapons of Krishna, so that we gain more and more mercy of Krishna. And the the when I was reading these things, the best thing that I found in the Krishna consciousness, which captures all these four, is one bhajan. And we will sing that bhajan, so you can all sit back and you can relish this bhajan. And you can probably help me in reading the translation, because this is again from Srimad Bhagavatam. So in that way, you can also this is like what do you say, this is a beautiful bhajan by Vallabhacharya. So you will also get a lot of mercy by reciting along with me, and also by reciting the meaning. So we'll start. It has beautiful 8 stanzas, and you'll fall in love with this bhajan. You can, sing whenever you find time. You can make a note. I mean, I'll be sharing you this bhajan if you want. I'll share the link. You can sing it. It's so beautiful. It captured my heart like anything. It goes like this. अधरं मधुरं वदनं मधुरं नयनं मधुरं हसितं मधुरं हृदयं मधुरं गमनं मधुरं मधुराधिपते अखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपते Akilam Madhuram. Can anybody read translation? Maybe 8 of you are there, so one after, I mean, 7 of you are there, so one after other you can read the translation. You can start. I mean, any one of you can start.
His lips are sweet.
Okay, you can start, Mataji.
Shall I read complete one minute or just one minute? One minute. Para. Say. His lips are sweet. His face is sweet. His eyes are sweet. His smile is sweet. And his heart is sweet. His cake is sweet. Everything is sweet about the Emperor of Sweetness.
Jai. Thank you, Mataji. Somehow my laptop's audio system is not working that well, but I could hear you. Yeah, thank you very much, Mataji. वचनं मधुरं चरितं मधुरं वसनं मधुरं वलितं मधुरं चलितं मधुरं भ्रमितं मधुरं मधुराधिपते अखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपते Akhilam Madhuram. Can anybody else read the translation?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah.
His words are sweet, his capture is sweet, his dress is sweet, his belly folds are sweet, his movements are sweet, his wandering is sweet. Everything is sweet about the Emperor of Sweetness.
Yeah, everything is sweet about the Emperor of Sweetness. Venurmadhuro, Renurmadhura, Panirmadhura, Pado, Madhuro, Nrityam Madhuram, Sakyam Madhuram, Madhuradhipate, Akhilam Madhuram. Madhuraधिपतेर Akhilam Madhuram. Yeah. Can anybody read the translation?
Yes, Mataji. His flute is sweet, his food dust is sweet, his hands are sweet, his feet are sweet, everything is sweet about the Emperor of Sweetness.
Jai. Thank you, Mataji. गीतं मधुरं पीतं मधुरं भुक्तं मधुरं सुप्तं मधुरं रूपं मधुरं तिलकं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेर अखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेर अखिलं मधुरं. Yeah, can anybody else read? It's so beautiful. You can see a beautiful picture of Krishna sleeping. Anybody of you can read? Yeah, thank you. Yes, Mataji.
His singing is sweet, his yellow cloth is sweet, his eating is sweet, his sleeping is sweet,
His beauty is sweet. His tilaka is sweet. Everything is sweet about the Emperor of Sweetness.
So sweet. Karanam madhuram, haranam madhuram, haranam madhuram, ramanam madhuram, vamitam madhuram, shamitam madhuram, madhuradhipater akhilam madhuram, madhuraधिपतेर अखिलम madhuram. Yeah. Can anybody else read? Okay. You can repeat also, no problem.
Yes, Mataji. His deeds are sweet, his liberating is sweet, his stealing is sweet, his love sports are sweet, his oblations are sweet, his tranquility is sweet, everything is sweet about the Emperor of Sweetness.
Very cool. Yeah, we saw actually like how Krishna's like leelas are so sweet. Yeah, I mean it's like above everything. गुञ्जा मधुरा माला मधुरा यमुना मधुरा वीची मधुरा शलिलं मधुरं कमलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेर् अखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेर् Akhilam Madhuram. Yeah, can anybody read?
His berry necklace is sweet. His flower garland is sweet. His Yamuna river is sweet. His white fish are sweet. His water is sweet. His lotuses are sweet. Everything is sweet about the Emperor of the Seasons.
Very cool. Yeah. गोपी मधुरा लीला मधुरा युक्तं मधुरं भुक्तं मधुरं हृष्टं मधुरं शिष्टं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेर् अखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेर् Akhilam Madhuram. Yeah. Can anybody read? We just have one more left.
His gopis, cowherd boys, are sweet. His pastimes are sweet. His union is sweet. His food is sweet. His delight is sweet. His courtesy is sweet. Everything is sweet about the Emperor of Sweetness.
Yeah. Jai. For us, the highlight is his food is sweet. We always love Mahaprasadam. Yeah. गोपा मधुरा गावो मधुरा यष्टिर्मधुरा सृष्टिर्मधुरा दलितं मधुरं फलितं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेर् अखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेर् Akhilam Madhuram. His gopas, cowherd boys are sweet, his cows are sweet, his staff is sweet, his creation is sweet, his trampling is sweet, his fruitfulness is sweet. Everything is sweet about the Emperor of sweetness. So, yeah, so like we were discussing this bhajan. Actually, if we meditate upon this bhajan at least once in a while, it's so beautiful. Actually, everything about Krishna is so sweet. This bhajan is actually written by Sri Vallabhacharya, who's from the Vallabha Sampradaya. So how we were discussing that Krishna has his four weapons, and the four weapons are like Rupa Madhurya, Leela Madhurya, and then his the sweetness of his pastimes, the sweetness of his flute, the sweetness of his forms, the sweetness of his associates. If you see this one bhajan, it's like filled with all the sweetness. And when actually like when Krishna's sweetness is spoken, especially when Krishna's sweetness is spoken about his face, it is said, there is one beautiful line that comes. It says, Nara Kupa Patram. Narakupa Patram means how Narapana Kupa Patram. Narapana Kupa Patram means how, as humans, we have to make our eyes like the vessels. Vessels for what? Vessels to, drink the beauty of Krishna. You all have experience, like when we go to any temple, especially when we go to Giridhari temple in Goshala temple in HBR, or any temple, any Krishna's temple. You can see when you go in front of Krishna, it's like a different world for all of us. You know, the more and more we see Krishna, the more and more we want to, be there, and take that form of Krishna into our heart. Where that sweetness comes from, that sweetness is like right there in Krishna. It's overflowing in so many ways, and it's waiting for us to, capture and put it in our heart. But the problem with us is that in that vessel which we have, there is a hole. Because you see, it was said that gopis, when they saw Krishna, so they were like mesmerized. That is known for all of us. But gopis, when they don't see Krishna, when they see something black, when they see something blue, when they see something bluish black, they can all see Krishna. That's when, like, we were discussing that how, like, Srimati Radharani, when she was angry with Krishna, she was saying all the gopis, like, you shave all your head, because I cannot see anything black that is there that reminds me of Krishna. She in fact said that you cut off all your eyebrows also, because eyebrows, eyelashes, everything, because I cannot see anything black. Anything black reminds of Krishna. But we are in that position wherein we are standing right in front of Krishna, but still we cannot, we in thoughts will go in our head about our problems, about some work, about our family, about so many things around. And so sometimes we think, when after we come out of darshan, when somebody says, did you see, like, Krishna was holding something, Srimati Radharani was holding something in her hand, or Krishna's dhoti was having some design, or Krishna's lotus feet had this some design. When they say, we were like, is it really? I mean, I don't know about you all, but it has happened to me so many times that when I go in front of Krishna in the altar, and when I come out, and when other Vaishnavis discuss about Krishna, and then I will be like, I guess I never saw Krishna. I was in my own world. I'm pretty sure some of you would relate with me. So actually, the Krishna, everything about Krishna's form is so sweet. So here, in the Vallabhacharya is saying, in this Madhurashtakam, he is saying that how can I go ahead saying that, you're just sweet? I cannot stop there. I have to say, what about you is not sweet. So Vallabhacharya is saying, what about you is not sweet, oh Krishna? Everything about you is so sweet. That's why you see, at the end of every line, Vallabhacharya is writing, everything about the Emperor of Sweetness is so, so, so sweet. And he says, like, Madhuram, he says, Krishna, your lips are so sweet. And what comes from your lips? Your, sweet voice, your sweet words, your jokes, your songs, your flute sound, the kirtan that you perform. Krishna, it said that Krishna always takes the name of Srimati Radharani. Srimati Radharani always takes the name of Krishna. That's why, this Hare Krishna Mahamantra is given to us, wherein Hare means, Srimati Radharani, and Krishna means definitely Krishna. So in this way, when we chant this Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and Rama means like Radha Raman, like the one who does Raman to Krishna, that is Radha Raman. So in this way, if you see, the Hare Krishna Mahamantra is a power packed line. So when we sing Hare Krishna Mahamantra, both Krishna is happy and Srimati Radharani is happy. And it is said that when we sing Hare Krishna Mahamantra, when we chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Krishna and Srimati Radharani are standing right with us. But the problem is we are not chanting and attentively hearing, and that's why Krishna is, he's feeling so bad that, oh, I'm waiting for you, my dear little Vaishnavi, but please, please pay little attention to me. Like that Krishna is begging. But I mean, including me, we are so so rude to Krishna, who is our everything, who is like the or most and best well wisher, but we are not able to give that attention to Krishna in the form of Hare Krishna Mahamantra just by hearing, you know and like everything about Krishna is so sweet. And like how I said, how Krishna's lips are sweet, the best thing that we can relate to is his prasadam. And it has happened so many times with me. And it would have happened with you also. When we cook for Krishna, when we cook some bhoga for Krishna, it's said that we shouldn't taste. And before coming to Krishna consciousness, first of all, we were not cooking, and whatever we were cooking, little things like Maggie and other things, we used to taste in between. And even after that, we used to adjust the taste and everything. We used to add salt, add masalas, and still it was not that tasteful. But now, when we cook something, so we cook something, and we know that we know that we are cooking for ourselves. First of all, let's say we are making pasta. At the end of the day, we are making pasta for us, not for Krishna. Krishna also knows, we also know. And then when we make and offer to Krishna, we don't know what amount of salt we have added, what amount of spices are there, but we beg to Krishna, Krishna, please take care. Especially when some guests are there, and when it's the time for taste reveal, we are so scared. We offer to Krishna, and we ask him, Krishna, please, you take care of the taste. And it so magically happens so many of the times that Krishna adds taste. None of we don't have any taste in our, I mean, we don't have any skill in our hand, but when we cook and offer to Krishna with love, Krishna, he adds taste. And how this bhoga became such amazing prasadam. And it is said that his his words are so sweet, his dress is so sweet. You can see in this picture also that his the way he's standing between the lotus and between the cows, and his movements, his belly folds, everything is actually so sweet. Venur Maduro, Renur Maduro. Actually, there is one section of Bhagavatam in the 10th canto which is just speaking about Krishna's flute. It is called as Venu Gita. And I guess it's 31st chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th canto, 31st chapter. Whenever you get time, I request you all to read that chapter. It is so beautiful, whenever, I feel little sad or little off track from the world, so I would go back and I would read this chapter, because it is the whole chapter is filled with so much of sweetness that instantly it lifts my mood. The flute story is that the divine, deep bond between Krishna and flute, um, it's so immense. Is actually it's chapter 21, 10th canto, chapter 21. It is mentioned that like the gopis are so jealous of the flute of Krishna, because Krishna, he doesn't keep anybody near him for that long as much as he keeps the flute. You can see in this picture also, Krishna is holding his flute, and either he is, holding his flute to the lips and giving all the nectar to the flute, or he is holding the flute, he's tucking the flute to his dhoti. And then in whatever forms you see of Krishna, you see Krishna is always having, a flute with him. Either he's tucking, or he has stuck it in, I mean, he has put it in his hair, or he's holding it in his hand, or he has he's having it near his lips. So the gopis are like very very jealous. And the gopis, actually the playfully they refer to the bamboo as Lord's, the flute as bamboo's grandson. They say that bamboos are so fortunate, because the bamboos might be feeling so proud also, because their grandson, who's none other than the flute, is always in the hands of Krishna, is always in the lips of Krishna. And they're saying that with this flute, he is attracting everything. It is said that when if you read that 10th canto 25th chapter, it is mentioned that everything that is sthavara, it becomes jangama, jangama becomes sthavara. What it means, sthavara means that which is that which is static, like the stone, like the tree, they start moving, like stones start melting, the trees start, bending down in ecstasy. And jangama means whatever is moving, they become still. Like the cows which are moving, now they hear the what do you say, the flute sound, and they're just stuck. They stop doing everything. And whoever, you see, the peacocks, the parrots, whoever is listening to Krishna's flute, they are just stunned, and then they become static. It's as if, we are watching a picture of them, and they're just standing like that. And Krishna, when Vallabhacharya says, "Okay, only my lips are sweet, is it?" And then then Vallabhacharya says, "No, no, no, your whole sweet is so sweet, adharam madhuram." And Krishna, your lips are sweet, but your face is also very, very sweet. Krishna says, what's that is there in that my face, that that is very sweet." And then Vallabhacharya says, "Nayanam Krishna, Nayanam madhuram." Your eyes are so sweet, your eyelashes are so sweet, your eyebrows are so sweet, your eyelids are so sweet, your eyeballs are so sweet. Like this, Vallabhacharya, he gives explanation about each and everything. And it is said that like there was a great poet called as Surdas, and he writes in his Braj poetry that when baby Gopal was on the lap of Mother Yashoda, and she was putting Gopal to sleep, in when Krishna was young, the Surdas, he write that Krishna's eyes are like the lotus petal. When the sun set, what happens is the petals of the lotus closes. You would have seen. And when the similarly at the sunset, Krishna falls asleep, and the petals of the lotus eyes of Krishna, it closes. And what happens is, sometimes the honeybees, they go inside, the honeybees, they go inside the lotus, and by the end of the day, they know that the lotus will close, and they may get stuck and die. But because they're so much intoxicated by the nectar, they are not able to actually come out of the lotus by the end of the day. And similarly, Mother Yashoda also was like that. you know she was so much, intoxicated by the beauty of Krishna, that day and night she knows that she has to do work, she knows that she has to, she has a lot of household chores, but she leaves everything, and stands in front of Krishna, and she just keeps watching Krishna. And like this, but when Vallabhacharya, he says, your lips are sweet, your face is sweet, your eyes is sweet. It is said that when Krishna is glorified like this, Krishna starts to smile. He says, "Oh, look, your smile is also so sweet. Hasitam madhuram." In this way, like Vallabhacharya is saying that your lips are sweet, your pearl like white teeth is so sweet. And when it's said that when Mother Yashoda, she used to always open Krishna's mouth and see how many teeth have come, because the teeth are like pearl like white, and they used to give so much happiness to Mother Yashoda, and to all of us actually. And when Krishna is saying that everything, whatever you're telling about, is external, and then Krishna says that Hridayam Madhuram. I mean, Vallabhacharya says Hridayam Madhuram. No, Krishna, it's not just everything about you that is external is sweet, but everything about you internal is also sweet. Your heart is so sweet. You are, you're just like a fruit, that bimba fruit that is there. You're just like that fruit, which is not just outside, but when we eat the fruit, when we eat, this is like the mango season, when we eat the mango from, not just from outside the mango is sweet, but from the inside also it is sweet. So when you take a bite, they're very, very sweet. So similarly, Krishna, you are sweet inside out. And then Krishna is walking away. Then Vallabhacharya says, "Oh, Gamanam Madhuram, yeah, even your walking away is so sweet, Krishna. Oh, Emperor of sweetness. Everything about you is so sweet." And if you see this, if you like sing this bhajan, and if you meditate on every word of this bhajan, and if you just imagine about the beautiful pictures of Krishna, that is enough. That is enough for you to capture Krishna in your heart. So yeah, it's my humble request that please, like whenever possible, there are many recordings, you can hear that, but the best thing is, you read, I mean, you recite this bhajan in a melody that you like, and once in a while, and read the translations. It'll just, Krishna will just get captured in your heart. And like how I said, like the name Govinda, we always like, especially when we go to Tirupati, we scream, Govinda, Hari Govinda, Venkataramana Govinda, Apat Bandhava Govinda, Anatharakshaka Govinda. So actually, it is said that the form of Krishna is actually Govinda, and he gives nectar not just to the go means what, he cows, actually he gives nectar not just to the cows, but also go means senses. He gives nectar to all of the senses. Krishna's is, nectar for the eyes. Krishna's face is nectar for the eyes. Krishna's flute is nectar for the ears. Krishna's fragrance is nectar for the nose. His names are nectar for the lips. His embrace is nectar for the body. That's why he's called as Govinda. And he's also called as Hari. Hari means one who removes all the inauspiciousness from our heart, from every part of the body. He's not just simply stealing the butter. He's stealing our the bad sins that we have, and also the difficulties that we are going through. When we surrender to him, he just removes. That's why in this month when we sing Vraje Prasidam Navanita Choram Gopangananam Cha Dukula Choram अनेकजन्मार्जित पापचोरं चोराग्रगण्यं पुरुषं नमामि श्रीराधिकाय हृदयस्य चोरं नावाम्बुधश्यामलाकान्तिचोरं पदाश्रितानां च समस्तचोरं चोराग्रगण्यं पुरुषं नमामि. So what is told, you're not just simply stealing the butter, you're stealing the complexion of the rain cloud. You are even stealing our sins. We should always remember that the more and more we get attracted to Krishna, his name, form, qualities, pastimes, the more and more, we take to the limbs of bhakti, the more and more Krishna will steal our sins. All the sinful reactions will get stolen away just like anything. And at that point of time, the reactions that of our past will get reduced. This is the secret, that the more and more we do bhakti, the more and more the sinful reactions will be stolen by Krishna, and the less and less will the effect be given to us. So that's when actually the difficulties in the life of devotees, that's when it becomes less. This is actually the secret. And the it is actually another analogy is, the more and more we give to Krishna, the more and more Krishna steals. Have you noticed? Like initially we wanted to give just 5 minutes to Krishna, and then Krishna started stealing 10 minutes. And initially the forehead was belonging to us, and now we are putting beautiful tilak and welcoming Krishna again. The forehead is belonging to Krishna. The neck was belonging to us. We were wearing so many necklaces, that, this, and everything, and now we are wearing kanti, and we are telling everybody that we are Krishnas. And even Yamudutas, anybody anywhere in the material universe, even in the spiritual world, when we wear kanti and tilak, they know that we belong to Krishna, and they cannot even, they cannot trouble us, they cannot touch us, because they know that with this we are recognized as Krishna's devotees. And the more and more and the more and more our devotion increases, the more and more we get recognized as Krishna's devotees, the less and less the external things, they'll stop bothering us, because everybody's scared now to even trouble us. And also, uh, like Krishna, like we say this, like we are putting tilak to 12 places, and we say, Krishna, this whole body belongs to you. And initially, you see, we were cutting cakes, our birthday cakes, and now we are so busy celebrating Janmashtami, especially in IBC, like in Whitefield. The way we celebrate Janmashtami, it's like anything. Like, no, sometimes we don't even sit till 12 a.m. for our birthday, but we sit, fasting for Krishna. This is how much he has taken the he has stolen the importance, self importance, and he is replacing his glories, his pastimes, his importance, like that. And like this, slowly he will start stealing our heart, and he will come and sit in that heart. And when he comes in, he sits in our heart, at that time automatically, the anarthas will get start going away. The kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya, that also he'll steal. We should always have faith that yes, the more and more we get engrossed in this Leela, Nama, Rupa, Guna, Leela, the more and more Krishna will steal our anarthas too. And finally, yeah, this is a very very beautiful shloka. If possible, like you can you can recite this shloka. This is one of my favorite shloka, which describes the beauty of Krishna. बर्हापीडं नटवरवपुः कर्णयो कर्णिकारं बिभ्रद्वासः कनककपिशं वैजयन्तीं च मालां रन्ध्रान् वेणुरधरसुधया पूरयन् गोपवृन्दैर्वृन्दारण्यं स्वपदरमणं प्रावृशद्गीतकीर्ति. It is said that how Krishna is wearing a peacock feather ornament upon his head, blue karnika flowers on his ears, a yellow garment. If you see, Krishna is always wearing a pitambari, as brilliant as a gold. Vaijayanti garland, he's wearing a beautiful garland. Lord Krishna has exhibited his transcendental form as the greatest of the dancers and entered the forest of Vrindavan, beautifying it with the marks of his footprints. He filled the holes of his flute with the nectar of his lips, and the cowherd boy sang his glories. This is again from the Venu Geet 10.21. That Canto 10, 21st chapter. Like how I said in that chapter, every verse is like extremely beautiful. And uh, you know the another part of Krishna is, one is like how he is so beautiful and his beauty attracts us, and another the most important thing that actually attracts us to Krishna is that he is such a kind and compassionate person. He's such a well-wisher, because initially, what happens is, it's said that Krishna is like a beautiful businessman, salesperson. What does this salesperson do? So let's say they have this perfume business, so they just apply little perfume on our hand, and then they say please smell, and we start smelling and we fall for the smell, and then they sell us the whole bottle of the scent. And similarly, Krishna's is like that. He gives us a little sample of his sweetness via his devotees, via his mercy, via his beauty, via his pastimes, and then he just solves the whole bottle for all of us without our own knowledge. And throughout Shrimad Bhagavatam, actually we see Krishna's unparalleled love for his devotee. Krishna is willing to become a beggar for the Pandavas. He's willing to become as their messengers. He became messenger for the Pandavas. He became their doorkeeper. He became their protector. He became their peace ambassador. He in fact became their chariot driver. That's how the outside of the Bhagavad Gita book, you see, he became the chariot driver. He is even willing to guard all night and protect them. And that's why actually it is said that Krishna, I guess I have kept that shloka here. Yeah. Saratya Parshada Sevana Sakya Dautya Virasan Gamana Stavana Pranaman. Pranaman Snigdeshu Pandushu Jagat Pranatim Cha Vishnu or Bhaktim Karoti Nripatis Charanaravinde. What is being told here? It is said that Saratya means Krishna has become a Sarathi of this thing, Arjuna. Parshada has become their friends. He's Akilanda Koti Brahmanda Nayaka, but he's becoming a friend of Arjuna. Sevana, he's become their servant. Sakya has become their friend. Dautya, he's always, he's become their intimate associate. And he's become their their messenger. And it is said that Snigneshu Pandushu Jagat Pranatim cha Vishnu. What does it mean? That, Krishna, all this, Nakula Savateva, they used to bow down to Krishna because they were younger. But because Krishna was younger to Yudhishthira, Krishna used to bow down to Yudhishthira. You can imagine that this our lord to whom everybody bows down in this leela in Mahabharat, he's actually bowing down to Yudhishthira. He can do anything for his devotees. He can, he wanted to offer respect to Yudhishthira. This is like remarkable. And Bhima and Arjuna, they would embrace Krishna. Nakula Sahadeva, they used to offer obeisances to Krishna. So Krishna is not just sweetness personified, but he is Bhakta Vatsala actually. That is where this shloka comes. This shloka is so beautiful. When you understand the meaning, you'll have goosebumps, and you'll realize that how can Krishna be so merciful? He is, above all the what do you say, all the transactions of this material world. It is said, this shloka, it goes like this: vyadasya charanam dhruvasya chavayo vidya gajendrasya ka kubjaya kimnu किमुनामरूपमधिकं किं तत्सुधाम्नो धनं वंशको विदुरस्य यादवपतेर् उग्रस्य किं पौरुषं भक्त्या तुष्यति केवलं न च गुणैर् भक्तिप्रियो माधवा. This is the actual secret. How we can capture Krishna in our heart? Bhakti Priyo Madhava. What, if you read this, what piety did the hunter Dhanava he has? If you know the story of the hunter, how he became Ratnakara, how he became Valmiki. Actually, this hunter, he was so much killing all the animals. And then when Narada approaches him, and Narada says, for whom are you killing? And then hunter says, this Ratnakara, he says, for my family, I have to fill their belly. Then this Narada says, go ask them that whatever you're killing, because of that, whatever the sins you've accumulated, ask them if they're taking the credit. They'll take the reactions for it. And this Ratnakara, he goes to them and he asks them, I'm killing for all of you, so that you all will remain happy, and so that it will fill all our belly. So because I'm killing for all of you, whatever the reactions comes out of it, let us all divide it. And this Ratnakara's family people, they say, like, get out. We are, it's your, as a father, as a husband, it's your duty to fill our belly. However you feel, it doesn't matter to us. We are not ready to take your sins. You just get out, like that they told him. It is the same for all of us actually. Whatever sins we are accumulating, none of our relatives, parents, spouse, husband, spouse, siblings, anybody can share actually. It's us who actually take that sins, and it's only and only Krishna who can take that sin away. And then when Ratnakara realizes that, oh my god, I'm doing this ghastly activity and nobody is there to help me, and then slowly he'll take shelter of Krishna, shelter of Lord Ram. And slowly the pastimes will unfold. And then he will get the task of scripting this Srimad Ramayana. Such a beautiful, if you see Ramayana, it's in such a poetic form. And what piety did that hunter get? And what did Dhruva possess? Dhruva is, he was such a, if you know the story of Dhruva, he was a 5-year-old boy and he got darshan of Krishna. When people say that at small age, why to do bhakti, here is Dhruva, who was 5 years old and he got darshan of Krishna. And Gajendra, he's just a mere elephant. And Lord Vishnu, he left everything. He just came running on top of Garuda just to protect Gajendra. And Kubja, it is said that Kubja was a hunchback woman. She was not at all beautiful. So if somebody would say, oh, you need, somebody should be beautiful to actually gain mercy of Krishna, it is said that no, you don't need mercy, you don't need beauty, and you don't need wealth. What is the example? Sudama. We all know that Sudama went to Krishna with a handful of chipped rice, and Krishna, without even him asking, he made him such a wealthy person, because Krishna doesn't see any qualification. He doesn't see if we are from we are beautiful, not beautiful, we are ugly, we are wealthy, we are from low background, high background. No, the only thing that he sees is devotion. And the best part is that we can it's devotion is not something that happens by birth. We can develop that devotion, and we can gain his mercy. But sadly, that is what we are actually not doing. Even if you see in Narsimha Leela, he just appeared in the form of half man, half lion. You can see, like, he came in the form of Kurma avatar, Matsya avatar, Vaman avatar. In every avatar, it was just a decent form. But in the Narsimha avatar, just to protect his devotee, he could break all the barriers, and he could come in the half lion, half man form. That is actually our merciful Krishna. He can do anything for the devotees. He doesn't consider any qualification. He just looks at the sincerity of the heart. And like how I told that Krishna is like our Apad Bandhava, he's our Anatha Rakshaka, and his Bhakta Vatsala. There is no you know there is no limit for Krishna's mercy. It is said that even if a person has mastered so many Vedas, but if he is not devoted to Krishna, Krishna doesn't even see him. So even if some person is so wealthy, but if it's not devoted to Krishna, he doesn't even see him. So the criteria is not some social that status that we have. The criteria is that our devotion. And like, if you see so many when the river starts, the origin of the river doesn't matter. The final thing that matters is how the river so gracefully it flows to the ocean. Similarly, for all of us, sometimes we think, right, we have so much of anarthas, we have so much of bad qualities, and maybe because of all these bad qualities, we will never attain Krishna, we will never reach back to Krishna. But actually, Krishna gives us so much hope that you may come from any past. You may come, like, I gave the example of hunter. The we can have so much of anarthas, we can have so much of sins, we might have so much of sins which we would have performed in the past, and we might not have any qualifications like beauty, aristocracy, high birth, or wealth, or anything. But if we have little devotion and a surrendered heart to Krishna, then that's it. That is what Krishna, that is what Krishna wants. That is what Krishna is asking for us, life after life. Every life Krishna, he's coming, every incarnation Krishna comes in various forms, and he's just trying to attract us. He's trying to, just steal our heart, so that we, this fallen souls, we can do devotion to him, and we can, like, come back to him. Like how, streams of water, they lose their identities when they merge into the ocean. Like that, actually, this is the time, where we have to take this nama rupa guna leela of Krishna little bit more seriously, so that we will lose all our past identities. What are those identities? The Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya, the anger we get, the greed we feel, the envy we feel sometimes, the harsh words we use on others and on ourselves. We can get past all these things, of all the troubles that we are going through, and we can actually attain that, blissful devotion, just by surrendering our heart to Krishna. Because, like how I said, Krishna is conquered. So many, in every scriptures, you can see Krishna is just conquered by bhakti. If This is again in Srimad Bhagavatam, it is said that if one makes friendship with Krishna, one will never be cheated, and he will get all the help that is needed. So all he sees is the sincerity of our hearing. Let's say you are hearing even 5 minutes of Srila Prabhupada's lecture. Just hear it with sincerity. Don't do any other work. Just sit there and hear. And when we chant, even let's say out of the many rounds you chant, one round, just sit, chant loudly, and hear that words. That's hear the words very clearly. And when we do little service to Krishna, you serve with the intention of pleasing Krishna. At least theoretically, you say that, let me do this service to please Krishna. And in this way, when we have serving without duplicity, when we are serving without envy, when Krishna sees that yes, we are, genuine, cultivating that genuine affection for him, that actually attracts the Lord's mercy. That, sincere and uncomplicated spirit of service and, you know love for Krishna, that will make us, the hold the vessel of mercy, Krishna's mercy, for a long time. And when we don't have hole in the patra, in the vessel, then when we gain the mercy, and then we see how Krishna's uh, you know uh, unparalleled kindness unfolding in our lives. Actually, if you see, Krishna is the most merciful, and uh, he's ready to help us, but the vessel that we have it as a whole, and the more and more we fill that hole with the activities of devotion, just that is the gap actually between us and Krishna. If we fill that gap, we can see our life will be, actually it will be um, like filled with bliss, and the path of bhakti, it flourishes via this humility, via this, sincerity, via this service actually. Like we see so many of them, like how we discussed about Sudama, Gajendra, Prahlad, Dhruva. We can also become one of them. Like the essence of this session is that the unconditional reciprocation, the reciprocation of love between Lord Krishna and his devotees, is not just reserved for all those devotees who have made the pages of Srimad Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, but it is even for all of us. Just by doing whatever we are doing, but putting our heart in it, and becoming sincere. What is meant by becoming sincere? By not doing multitasking, by engaging our love, our emotions in doing that act of devotion. That is what is actually needed. And when we give our heart to Krishna, then we are actually ready to welcome his mercy. And the important message is that there is no qualification needed for us to become devotee. We may have a bad background, we might have been, very bad in our past, we might have been, hurt, we might have hurt others, we might have, done so many bad things, unknowingly, knowingly. But when we give our heart to Krishna, that's all that is enough. Krishna doesn't care for any material labor, he doesn't care for birth, he doesn't care for any social status, beauty, wealth, anything, but just the genuine devotion and a sincerity of service. The most important thing is, when we surrender our heart to Krishna, just give that heart to Krishna today. In every little thing that you do, just give your heart to Krishna today, and you see the mercy of Krishna unfolding in your life. Thank you very much. I know I was a bit dragging, but like this day, we can all, introspect. We can today, before going to sleep, you can all um, like write 4 to 5 things as of how you can actually uh, go closer to Krishna. It might be something as simple as you can write that I will chant more, one round at least, more attentively from today. I will read one verse of Bhagavad Gita, like with attention, or I will prepare this bhoga for the Lord with love and with an intention to please Him. Even though that pasta might be for us, but we can at least theoretically offer this prayer. And I will listen to or sing this one bhajan with that bhakti bhav, so that I welcome Krishna in my heart. So it's not just about the activities we do, it's about the intention, and it's about how much our heart goes in that activity. So it's a reminder for me and for all of us, yeah, to just put our heart in all of the activities we do today. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,